Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, John Krasinski's If is released widely in cinemas. The film is written and directed by John Krasinski, who starred in the American version of The Office and then directed the Quiet Place films. And If stars Kaylee Fleming from The Walking Dead, Ryan Reynolds, and John Krasinski. The film revolves around a young girl called Bee, who has been going through a troubling period in her life, when she gains the ability to see people's imaginary friends. And she teams up with her neighbour Cal, who has the same ability, to help reunite the imaginary friends with their former kids. The film also stars Steve Carell as Blue, a kind, purple, furry imaginary friend. So I went to see this in the cinema last weekend because they were running preview screenings last weekend, but ahead of the wide release this weekend. And I have to say, because of the U rating, I thoroughly underestimated the film. The acting is fantastic. The writing and directing is fantastic. The score is fantastic. But more than anything, the film is there's something so beautiful about the film. The film is so moving. Honestly, I felt myself welling up, nearly about to cry during the third act. And I never do that at film. I never do that in films, so that was just an incredible experience. I gave the film 5 stars out of 5. The film is widely released this weekend. It is rated U. So that's the lowest rating for everyone. But honestly, in my opinion, it's not that appropriate for children. It'll go over their heads because one of the reasons the film is so moving and has a lot of impact is because of how it tackles bereavement. And that's part of its BBFC rating is a bereavement theme. But there's just sort of a lot of sort of complex things you'll only really understand once you pass a certain age. So for parents, I advise children won't have the same experience you will. This week, the trailer for the movie musical adaptation of Wicked was released. The film is the first of 2 films based on the Broadway musical. The film stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande in what is an origin story for the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good from The Wizard of Oz. I thought the trailer was well edited because it made me feel sympathetic for the Wicked Witch character, which I felt was a good thing, and I've never seen any Wizard of Oz stuff apart from when they adapted it for Once Upon a Time. So that part of Disney's that part of the catalogue is unknown to me. The film will be released this November towards the end of the month because in America they're billing it as a Thanksgiving film. So I don't know when it'll be released in the UK. If it'll be released on the same weekend in the UK, you'll have to keep an eye on Cineworld or Odeon, whichever your local cinema is. And the second film is being released in November next year. It's because it's a 2-part film adapting the whole Broadway musical. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be reviewing the preview screenings of the Garfield movie. They're running preview screenings of it this weekend, which I'm going to. There was an early charity showing last weekend, which I didn't go to. But yes, preview screenings this weekend, and then the full release next weekend. And next week I'll also be previewing Furiosa, the newest film in the Mad Max film franchise, and it's a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Now back to Gary in the studio.